As a growing software developer, it is sometimes difficult and overwhelming to adjust to the programmer lifestyle. The time commitment, complexity of the projects, and personal strain may be more than anything you have ever experienced up until now. Many times you can unintentionally cause additional strain on yourself with the small things that you do daily. Today, I would like to present to you ideas and techniques that have worked in the past to help you become a more efficient developer than ever before. These tips will make it easier for you to handle large and complicated projects necessary to excel in this field. The first group of tips deal with your daily habits at home. In almost every home, studio apartment, or dorm room, there's bound to be a couch. Whether it's a high-priced leather masterpiece or a bargain basement itchy sofa, your couch can be a place that you spend much of your time. Unfortunately, many times we find ourselves working on very important projects here. It is very easy to be distracted and lose focus while lounging on your couch or even your bed when working on a project. These furniture pieces do not force an upright posture on your back, and it's easy to lose concentration and focus when working on a high-intensity project. But your couch or bed may not be the only things draining your concentration. It is almost always a bad idea to watch TV for extended periods of time while working on a project. It is okay to catch a show from time to time, but it's difficult to split your attention between two sources which require you to visually look at them regularly. Many times, it is a much better idea to play music or podcasts in the background while programming. Many of the industry greats listen to podcasts from others in the industry while writing code. Since you don't want to code on your bed or on your couch during your favorite NFL game, you may want to spend some time setting up your personal environment. Your environment is very important because it dictates how focused and comfortable you are. The better your environment, the more effective you'll be as a developer. Find a space that you can make your office or work area. Find a place where you can get some alone time to work. Perhaps your personal workspace. One of the most important things is to make sure this spot has a good supply of preferably natural light. If that is not an option, many times you can purchase a lamp or desk light very cheaply. These can be found at a Target or Walmart for less expensive than any office supply store. Sometimes you can even borrow a lamp from a relative. Plenty of light reduces the strain on your eyes and also makes it easier for you to stay awake during those late night cramps you will surely come across. Many students make a space in the bedroom as their work area. With the abundance of light and isolation, it is sometimes easiest when you don't have much space. If you're still living with your family or out in your first apartment, you can always set aside an extra room or space as your personal office. Many dorm rooms now come with desks. If you're not living in a dorm, you can always ask around your family to see if someone has a table or desk they're willing to donate to your cause. If there's nothing available, many times you can find a friend who works for a large company. These large companies often dispose of furniture, and it may be possible to secure a desk for free. If you're forced to purchase a desk, you need to consider a few things. First, pick a desk that is small enough so you do not have to roll your chair around just to get from end to end. You do want a desk that is large enough to hold plenty of documentation and books while you're working on a complex project. A good rule of thumb is to have a desk that is wide as your monitor 3 to 4 times. This way you can easily fit your monitor, a few books, and some papers without having to roll your chair around endlessly. Many times, businesses purchase corner or L-shaped desks for their employees. These desks take up much less space while giving you plenty of space for all of your documentation. Consider purchasing at least 2 copy holders. They can be purchased for $5 to $10 in a local store and even cheaper online, and allow you to hold your documentation while you code. Many alumni of your university can attest to the discomfort and pain they felt when using the hardback chairs often provided by the university, dorm rooms, or even your parents' kitchen table. It is almost always a bad idea to use these chairs because you'll be sitting for extended periods of time working on projects. it is a very smart investment to look for a comfortable chair for your workspace. While it is nice to have a leather-backed chair, many times they are much too expensive for the small amount of added comfort they provide. Unless they are on sale or you have an extraordinary coupon, it is best to avoid purchasing these. Many times you can find mesh chairs which provide plenty of comfort for much less than their leather counterparts. These chairs are light years ahead of the plastic-backed chairs your university provides and will go a long way towards letting you sit comfortably during extended coding sessions. One of the keys when purchasing a chair is to ensure that it provides lumbar support. This is an ergonomical feature that has been popping up in many modern office chairs. This feature will go a long way towards making your back comfortable and helping you keep a healthy posture. One last piece of furniture you want to consider is a bookcase. When you purchase textbooks for a course, don't resell them. When you sell them back to your bookstore, you don't get as much money back and you'll never be able to hold on to them again. When you hold on to these textbooks, you can use them as a personal library throughout most of your professional career. That way, you can just thumb through one of these books whenever you're stumped by an issue pertaining to your field, and you will also never have to go back and repurchase them. Sometimes you may not have a bookcase available to you. There are other options. One, you can use a plastic container. Many are available to you in Walmarts or other low-cost stores. These plastic containers are inexpensive. They allow you to store your documentations and books very cheaply. Secondly, you can use a good old chest. Chests of drawers will be very useful. They can come from an old family member. You probably have plenty of cousins who have old drawers that they want to get rid of. And you can use this to store your books, your documentation, and your code just until you can get enough money to get yourself a nice bookcase. But for now, this is perfectly fine. Secondly, get to know Amazon.com. This website has an abundance of books in every topic, and you can find plenty of software development books. These are useful when you're ready to step beyond the college curriculum and expand your horizons by learning more programming languages. For those worried about the wasted paper, there's also O'Reilly and their web store, Safari Books. This website allows you to subscribe to every book written by this publisher. These books touch on every topic pertaining to technology that you can possibly imagine. This subscription allows you to view the entirety of their books online. To wrap this up, I would like to finish by talking about your organization. Many times when we work on a large project, you may want to keep your own documentation. Aside from inline documentation, many students have actual written documentations that they keep in notebooks. This allows you to easily show this documentation to others and keep your own projects organized within these books. Also, it's very convenient to pull these notebooks out and read the documentation by laying it on your desk and skimming through it while you're coding. Many times, you can order posters online that contain the entire framework for a development language, such as PHP, Java, C#, and many others. These posters are useful because you can glance at them and see a language feature that you normally would have to search for in a book for a much longer time. You can also design your own posters using any image editing program and have them professionally made using sites such as cafepress.com. This is useful if you have a large personal framework or system you're developing. This can also be useful if you're pitching a large project to fellow students or to a company. With the abundance of distractions and lack of space, working on a large project can sometimes seem like an impossible task. If you use these tips and add in some of your own ideas, you can overcome these hurdles and become an effective and efficient developer. I'd like to thank you and wish you good luck on your journey into software development.